I've said this a few times, but it still remains true that I don't think visually. I tend to think in words, unless I actually find that part of it pretty tricky. The first step in the art process is me saying, this is what I would like included, but I give very brief, let's have a monster with 4 arms and tusks coming out of his ears. But that's all I'll say. Then I'll pass that over to editorial, and then they have the option to expand upon that, make it, or tell me it's stupid and start over. But I've always wanted to leave the artists as much freedom as possible, because that's what they're great at, and then not inhibit their creativity. And even a couple of times after seeing the art, I've gone back and changed things slightly to match the artwork. Actually, that's just too cool. Why would I make them change the art when I can just change the words?
And yeah, I'm much the same. All our projects, we try and tailor to what suits the individual artist, same as we do for the individual designers. But with Dimitri and Kate Burmack on first edition and Rue Moore on second edition, we've been fortunate enough to be able to kind of step back and give them their head and say, this is the broad outline. I might supplement it with a few reference materials if Joe's described something specific, just here are some examples of what we're talking about. But beyond that, really I try and leave them up to them, because they're artists for a reason and we're not.
It tends to be, most of them can be viewed in different lights, can't they? You can take them as just kind of pulpy fun, or you can view them as borderline horror. And I try to straddle that line, again, not telling you how you have to play this.
I think Thor of the Lich Lord, the first supplement, is a prime example of that. You can play it as a great big beat up the undead adventure, but on the other hand, with just a few tweaks to the paint jobs of the figures or the terrain, you've got a much darker kind of epic, prevent the encroaching horde type story. So yeah, I think you can kind of flavour to taste a lot, which, as Joe says, is part of the appeal.
Horror is actually kind of hard to recreate on the tabletop, and some people don't even want to try it, and some people don't want that element really in their game, and other people really want it. It thankfully caters to both. I mean, one of the keys has always been never to really bring morality into the game. If you want to view your guys as the good guys, that's fine. If you want to view them as the bad guys, that's fine. It makes no difference to the game, and I don't want to dictate that.